Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, my fellow debaters, the honorable, the educators, timekeepers, and all the audiences. Okay, this house prefers the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address the police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I deliver my arguments, I want to correct some arguments that the Prime Minister have said. Why is this morally justified? Because we believe the security have more important right than the society. Why? Because if we give full funding to the police officers, they will work far better than before. Since they had already made the funds, they will have no intention of embezzling funds from the government. The police will certainly do their work properly and professionally. So, rather than the society can get another funds from the government without interrupting supposedly the funds for the police. The society can have other funds from the financial institutional, but the government wants to allocate the police funds that should be due them to the public. Therefore, many policemen feel unjust and do not do their job well because the government has made a wrong choice with the police right. Okay. This house prefers the strategy of pushing the institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you some definition. Government institutional reform is the carrier of political system reform and administrative restructuring and the junction between the economic system reform and political reform. Police is a warranted law employee of a police force. Police officers are generally charged with the apprehension of suspect and prevention, detection and reporting of crime, protection and assistance of the general public, and the maintenance of public order. In some countries, officers can also break the road rules to perform their duties, but it's just for only the good of society. Although you ever see the police driving fastly in road, it might be for emergency calls, right, ladies and gentlemen? The problem of the funding is the most sensitive in the employment world and needs serious attention from all parties, including by the human resources managers, because it requires capital or funds in the withdrawal him as well as when the employee defunded. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into my argument. The police will do their job well without having to cut funds from the government. Why? If the police are well funded, they will surely wake up to their job well. Because if a man has done evil, there is still they still have a good heart. They still have a good heart. Like if one person is properly treated, they will surely repay them with the kindness of himself, right, ladies and gentlemen? Even though to be a police, we don't have a criminal record, they must be ever done, but they must be ever done something bad. But with the good treat from the government, I'm 100% sure, they will change 100%. Okay, because of that, I strongly disagree with this motion. This is a very bad choice from the government. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into my second argument. Government must see from the other angle, from the other side. Why? Because when you saw a police doing a bad thing, you will claim that the police are maybe it's fake police or maybe the bad cops. Please take a look from the another angle. We don't know if the government we don't know if the government ever doing something bad too, right? Like do the money done the money corruption to the police funds and any others like that. And when the police get mad with the government has done, the government can, right? The government can twist the truth, and it's been informed that the police has committed numerous crimes and corruption. It's really unfair. They have been falsely of having done their duty willingly. Because of that, I'm Fadhel Ahmed Yuhandi. As the leader opposition, I fully disagree with the government decision. It's a really bad decision. Okay, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.